Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? I had to get the H2O. Uh, this is a lot later than I wanted to do this. It's 9:38 where I'm at right now. But might as well better late than never, right? But I wanted to talk about the volatility of life. Let me lower the volume down. I feel like for me right now, I'm in a place in my life where I have a lot of control, like what goes on. I have a lot of say so in like how things go, and the people that are in my life, even all the way down to how my life is like goes. Like a lot of direction I go into, and that feels good. It feels good for a person like myself who's I've always had a problem with being like selfish. I've always been like the person who might do things just to make sure everybody else is good, right? And I'm learning, and it's hard, but I'm learning how to be selfish in a way that benefits me on some major levels, right? Not really gonna talk about it, but yeah, some major levels. And part of that is just handling volatility. In life, you don't really have a lot of like say so for a lot of things. So for a person like myself who likes control in a lot of areas, I like to plan out my day. I like to have a rigid, plan. For a person like that to be able to handle volatility, it takes a little bit of trying. It's a challenging experience. Over the past couple of weeks, I've been dealing with those challenging experiences. Just to name a few, like I wanted my book to drop on my birthday, right? That didn't happen. The editor said otherwise. Usually that would have been an experience that would have had me bummed out, right? But I chose to live in the moment. I chose to say, you know what? These are the cards I'm dealt. Okay, now how I'm gonna play them, right? How can I play these cards? As opposed to these are the cards I'm dealt. I only want this hand, right? Two different ways of thinking at it, two different ways of looking at it, right? Today, I went to go buy a car, right? A car I wanted, a car I need. I want this car. I need this car, right? I don't need it, I want it. But I went to go get it, and my bank will not pick up the phone. I know it's Saturday, but you have a 24/7 service number that says anytime access. So, in my mind, I'm expecting you to pick up the phone just to clear certain things you need to do for me to get the car. That didn't happen, right? Like I said before, I would have been in the mindset of like, this didn't happen. Now, the rest of my day is gonna go just because this didn't happen. It's gonna go like it didn't happen, right? But that's not really the mindset to be in. If I would have chose to take the route of a lower frequency, I would have negated any good experience I could have had. I would have neglected any positive people that would have came into my my space of life right now. So just always been aware, just always been open, always been honest with yourself enough to say, you know what, this is how I feel, and because I feel this way, I know I should probably not react a certain way, right? Frequencies. Focus on your frequencies. And yeah, man, other than that, I'm positive too. I couldn't even talk. It's like I have my retainer on. But I'm very happy that I'm able to, to inflict that, to show some positivity. Because it's been a challenge. I wasn't always able to acknowledge this in the most healthiest ways. So now being able to say it and verbalize it, it means a lot to me. And I understand. I do understand that me saying this could potentially help somebody else. Like, I'm not really interested in like the personal glory or gratification as much as I am as, the satisfaction or the sanctification of somebody else, right? Somebody else can be helped because of this, because I'm choosing to say this. They can be sanctified because of this, right? And with sanctified, go get my book, Sinfully Sanctified, right? See how I did a little segue? But even with that, man, it's like value the positive moments and don't soak in the negative moments, because the negative moments are just that, it's a moment, right? And like I'm understanding this now, that good moments and bad moments are equally the same. Like, it's just all about how you look at it, right? And they're both fleeting. Like, joy is the most fleeting feeling in the world outside of love. Like, joy and love are probably the two most fleeting things, because they come moment to moment. And you give it the value. You give what love is the value. You give what joy is the value. In the same breath, you give what a negative day is the value, right? Let's not have bad days. Let's have bad moments and move on. Because that bad moment is only a moment, right? So when life becomes volatile, choose to address it and move on. Soaking in it does you no good. All right? That's my little 2 cents for today. Simply Sanctified, link is in my bio. Go cop that.